waiting on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come back, come back!
On first down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. On first and 10, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Single, that's single in the slot, single in the slot. Come on, 16, I'm coming 16. You mine, baby.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, express! Gun!
Now Ryan on second down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
21! Gun!
Now it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job with it. And it'll be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And that's the takeaway. That's how the defense score points. Richmond!
After the interception, here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10.
Down! Green!
Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Watson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Tiger. Shift, watch the shift. I got it.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tiger. Mike 27.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch tight end.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Watson, this will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield and you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case...
And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for... He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Two jet! Richmond!
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 68 yards. They'll try and run forward with Miller. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down to the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
Richmond.
Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey. 4 down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Get up! Wait! 11. You got 4. Gun.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 94 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Tiger.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Come back.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Watson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Everyone's got 4.
To throw on second is Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bruce Irvin able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Watson operating from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive.